Now, Congleton Radio are at the new Vic Theatre, and this is for the launch of the book, Period Power. And would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you've contributed to this book?
Okay, well, I run a charity called Motherwell Cheshire, and we're doing some period dignity work with Linda from Period Power.
So you've not got a story in it yourself, but you're backing the whole project.
Yes, yeah, and I've purchased loads of both books actually that they've done to give out to our women as well.
Now, there's important messages in this book, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the whole thing today is about doing what I'm doing now, talking about the issues of periods and menopause and sharing experiences.
Well, thanks for talking to Congleton Radio. And shall we? I've got Peter today that's helping me out on this. He's got the video instead of Sharon, and we'll just swoop round. And it's his first time on this, but he's doing really well. And we're going to get Peter's wife, Susan. Now, Congleton Radio listeners will recognise Susan. Now, Susan, you've had a piece in this book. Well, you've 3 pieces, haven't you?
Yes, I have, yeah. I wrote a trilogy of 3 short stories about women, 3 different women and their experience of the menopause. And tonight I read the first one, which is about Jennifer.
And you brought the house down.
Oh, don't know about that. It seemed to go down well.
But it's an important thing, isn't it? Put important issues that are being brought out into the open. And very personal for you, this was. I could tell on your reading.
Oh, yeah. Well, part of it was autobiographical. But the thing is, the importance of it is people just talking about it. Even me, who is sort of past the menopause now, my mother never spoke about it. She never spoke about anything. She never spoke about periods. It was all filthy taboo stuff that you didn't speak about. And what we need to happen, and what is happening, which is really refreshing, is that we've got evenings like this, we've got nights like this, we've got books where people are openly talking about and sharing experience of the female condition. You know, I mean, it's all perfectly normal. And, it's a great book.
And like you say, it's been a great venue here at the new Vic Theatre. They've done wonderful, haven't they?
Absolutely lovely. A lovely evening, really memorable evening, yeah.
So now Congleton Radio is still here at the new Vic Theatre with the launch of the book. And what is the book called? Would you like to tell us and introduce yourself?
The book's called All Things Menopause, and my name's Linda Albert, and I'm part of a charity called Period Power.
Now, if people want to go out and buy this book, where can they get it from?
They need to go onto our website, which is www.periodpower.co.uk. Go to the donate button and pay by PayPal. And we'll send you a book. All you need to do then is send us an email, and we'll get your name and address, and we'll send a book out to you.
Now, what was the inspiration for this book? And don't just say menopause.
The inspiration is to get people to talk about menopause. It's anything to do with women's experiences from periods to menopause and onwards, really. We need to talk about it. We need to educate each other. We need to educate our girls. We need to educate our boys and our men about periods, about menopause, everything in general.
Now, I mean, we've been talking, the talk's been going on about 2 hours, and I must admit, I've been educated, things that I didn't know before, that I've never heard talked about, so it really is spreading the message.
Absolutely, it's spreading the message. And to be honest, when we started doing this book about 12 months ago, I think all of us started to learn a little bit more. There's people who've written for this book, have educated us all in certain ways. But it's good that we're actually talking about it, that we are being educated, and that we're not relying on just, whispering and sort of tales that aren't really relevant to us. We need to know the facts, and we need to talk about them openly.
Well, thanks for talking to us today. Now, we're still at the event for the book launch of Period Power at the new Vic Theatre, and now we've got with us
Alison Briggs.
Now, Alison, what's this project meant to you?
Oh my goodness. It's really about communicating women's experiences. This was a follow-on book, follow-on project, if you will, from our first book, which was all about periods, and that was very much done with the intention of communicating women's experiences of their periods, and this is very much about communicating women's experiences of the menopause. And I think these are often hidden subjects in society. They're things that we don't talk about as much as we maybe should. So I think for us as a charity, it was important to kind of create space for women to talk about their experiences.
Now, you must be glad that the book is out there, because I know there's a lot of work that goes into books. You must be really pleased that it's out there.
Yeah. I mean, as Linda was saying earlier, it's been a team effort, and I think we were really overwhelmed by how many women, got in contact with us and had written some very short pieces and some very long pieces, and all very powerful. So yeah, we were really pleased that it had such a good response, and yeah, really pleased to see it in print. So yeah.
And we, as Congleton Radio, are really pleased that you would invite us along to the new Vic Theatre tonight for your book launch. Thanks a lot.
Oh, well, that's fantastic, and it's just been lovely to see yourself here as a male in a predominantly female environment, talking about female things. But I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you've maybe learned something from it yourself.
Definitely. Well, thanks a lot. We do appreciate it.
Thanks for coming along. Cheers.